because smoking has long been a symbol of style, attitude, or even danger on screen. Many actors have adopted the habit off-screen as well. Some use cigarettes to deepen their characters, while others carry the habit into their personal lives, often without concern for health risks. Over the years, Hollywood has seen stars from different eras indulge heavily, sometimes even secretly, emphasizing an image of glamour or rebellion. As we look back, it becomes clear that certain celebrities took their smoking to extremes, making unfortunate choices that affected their health and reputation. Their stories reveal the darker side of Hollywood's relationship with smoking, showing a pattern of addiction and boldness that often overshadowed their professional achievements. From screen legends to contemporary stars, these individuals' smoking habits left a lasting mark, sometimes contributing to health issues or shaping their public image in controversial ways. Now, we are about to uncover the truth behind the 50 worst smokers in Hollywood history, highlighting their habits and the consequences that followed. From the moment Vivien Leigh was cast as Scarlett O'Hara in the classic film Gone with the Wind, her journey to becoming one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses was marked by extraordinary dedication. She worked long, demanding hours on set, often pushing herself to her physical and emotional limits. During this time, Leigh faced immense pressure to deliver a performance that would define her career. To cope with the stress and strain of her demanding role, she frequently turned to chain smoking. Her daily habit was startling, as she burned through 4 packs of cigarettes each day to manage her anxiety and keep herself focused. This intense dedication to her craft, combined with her perseverance through fatigue and tension, earned her critical acclaim and a lasting legacy in film history. Her ability to handle such stress and her unwavering commitment contributed significantly to her portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara, a role that elevated her to stardom. Despite the toll it eventually took on her health, Leigh's concerted efforts and relentless work ethic remain a testament to her passion for acting and her resilience in the face of adversity. Her story is often discussed when examining the darker side of Hollywood fame, especially regarding smoking habits among actors striving to succeed under high pressure. Today, her life and career continue to inspire many, reminding us of the sacrifices made for fame and the toll it can sometimes take. Despite her elegant and refined image that many admired, Audrey Hepburn had a regular smoking habit that surprised some people. She smoked about 3 packs of cigarettes every day, which seemed to contrast sharply with her poised and graceful presence both on and off camera. Many did not realize that her smoking was more than a habit. It was a way for her to manage her anxiety and nerves. During stressful times or when she felt overwhelmed, Hepburn turned to smoking as a comfort. Although she wanted to quit smoking at times, her addiction made it very difficult for her to stop. Her struggle with breaking free from nicotine showed how challenging addiction can be, even for someone admired for her beauty and strength. Despite her efforts, she continued to smoke, which served as a reminder of the complexities behind personal battles and the hidden struggles that many face. Her story highlights that even those with a glamorous exterior can have internal struggles, and overcoming such habits often takes time and effort. The contradiction between her refined image and her smoking habit remains a notable part of her life story, illustrating the universal challenge of addiction and the ways people cope with stress. Later on, as viewers reflect on the lives of Hollywood stars, Suzanne Pleshette is remembered not only for her talent, but also for her personal struggles. Though she achieved fame and success in her acting career, her life was often shadowed by difficulties. Evidence of her smoking habit could be seen on her vanity, with packs of cigarettes left nearby, showing her frequent dependence on cigarettes. Her battle with lung cancer was a difficult chapter in her life. In 2006, she had to undergo surgery to remove part of her lung, a painful reminder of the toll smoking can take. Despite her professional achievements, questions about her personal life occasionally arose, especially when physical marks appeared, leading to rumors of domestic violence. These marks suggested she faced hardships behind closed doors, adding a layer of tragedy to her story. Her reclusive nature made her a private person, someone who preferred solitude, which only deepened the mystery surrounding her personal life. Many people cherished her performances and remembered her as a kind and talented actress, while also feeling a sense of loss over her battles and her early death in 2008. Her story serves as a reminder of the struggles that often accompany fame and the toll that health issues can take on even the most adored stars. Despite all these difficulties, Suzanne Pleshette remains a beloved figure in Hollywood history, remembered for her work and the private battles she fought throughout her life. Later, many people knew Dean Martin as a legendary entertainer who could sing with a smooth voice that touched the hearts of his fans. He was known not only for his music, but also for his charming presence on stage and on screen, which made him a favorite among many generations. Despite his success and fame, he had a personal habit that affected his health. For most of his life, Dean Martin was a dedicated cigarette smoker. He often smoked cigars and cigarettes, which became a part of his image and lifestyle. However, this habit eventually caught up with him, and he faced serious health problems. He battled lung cancer, a disease often linked to smoking, and emphysema, a condition that makes it hard to breathe. These health issues caused him great concern and led him to make efforts to quit smoking later in life. Despite the challenges he faced because of his smoking, Dean Martin was able to stop smoking and work towards better health. His story serves as a reminder of how smoking can impact even the most talented and charismatic individuals. Although he is remembered for his beautiful voice and charming personality, his history of smoking and the health problems it caused are an important part of his life story. He showed that it is possible to change and improve one's health, even after many years of smoking. His journey highlights the importance of taking care of oneself and recognizing the risks that come with cigarette smoking. Fans continue to admire his talent and remember him as one of the most iconic entertainers of his time, who also faced real struggles behind the scenes. His life story demonstrates that even those with the brightest careers can have personal battles, and it reminds everyone of the importance of making healthy choices. Dean Martin's legacy remains not only in his music and movies but also in the lessons that his life offers about health and perseverance. Certainly, here is a detailed and coherent response based on your specifications. Despite her glamorous appearance on screen, Lana Turner's life off-camera was filled with personal struggles and hardships. She faced many difficult times that affected her health and well-being. Her marriage life was often troubled, marked by several ill-fated marriages that brought emotional turmoil. Alongside her personal issues, Lana Turner was known for her heavy smoking habit, which became a significant part of her life and contributed to her health problems. Her addiction to cigarettes and alcohol created a turbulent existence, and her excessive consumption of both substances eventually led to a serious health crisis. She was diagnosed with throat cancer, a devastating illness that shocked her and her fans alike. Her medical condition was so severe that during photo shoots and public appearances, many magazines resorted to airbrushing cigarettes out of her photographs to hide her smoking habit and protect her fragile image. Lana Turner's struggle with alcoholism and smoking reflected a life filled with emotional ups and downs, personal battles, and health challenges. Her story serves as a reminder of how personal habits and choices can impact even the most glamorous lives, revealing a side of her that was often hidden from the public eye. Her life was truly tumultuous, shaped by both fame and personal pain, and her experience with smoking and illness remains a significant part of her legacy. Despite her reputation for grace, style, and elegance, Jackie Kennedy struggled with a secret habit that many of her friends and family members knew little about. She was a chain smoker, and her smoking habit was quite intense and persistent. She regularly consumed 3 packs of cigarettes every day, and this went on for more than 40 years. This long-term habit was surprising to many because it contrasted sharply with her polished appearance and the poised image she always projected. For someone seen as a symbol of sophistication and calm, her smoking was a hidden vice that showed a different side of her personality. Over the years, she continued this habit despite the health risks and the social expectations of her role as a First Lady. Her smoking was discreet and often hidden from public view, yet it was a significant part of her daily routine. This detail about Jackie Kennedy serves as a reminder that even the most elegant and composed individuals often have personal struggles or habits that aren't immediately visible. Her long-term smoking habit reflects how complex her character was, someone who could present an ideal image to the world, but also had personal habits she kept private for many years. In the video titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are. Tallulah Bankhead is highlighted as a figure whose life was marked by an extraordinary energy and a heavy smoking habit. Known for her vibrant personality, she often relied on cigarettes to fuel her busy days and late nights. Her reliance on smoking was not just casual, it was an integral part of her persona and daily routine. Alongside her smoking, she also used drugs, which contributed to her reputation for scandalous behavior. Bankhead's lifestyle was unconventional and often sensational, engaging in numerous affairs and acting in ways that shocked the public. Her conduct was marked by outrageous behavior that matched her fiery personality. The combination of her heavy smoking and drug use helped her manage her demanding schedule and social life, reflecting her fearless approach to living on her own terms. Her addiction and habits played a role in shaping her reputation as an eccentric and provocative figure in Hollywood. Despite her controversial lifestyle, she remained a captivating actress and personality whose influence extended beyond her scandalous habits. Her reliance on cigarettes and drugs revealed a complex, troubled side of her character, which contributed to her enduring notoriety. Throughout her career, her unconventional ways and bold choices kept her in the public eye, making her one of the most memorable and talked about stars of her time. Her story remains a vivid example of how her habits and lifestyle choices left a lasting impression, blending her talent with her notorious personal life. Since the video titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are features Irene Ryan, it is important to focus on her life and health issues related to smoking. Irene Ryan is best known for her role in the popular television show The Beverly Hillbillies, where she played Granny. Her portrayal made her a beloved figure in American television. However, behind the scenes, Irene Ryan faced serious health problems because of her heavy smoking habit. Smoking was very common among Hollywood actors during her time, and many neglected its dangers, often leading to severe health consequences. Irene Ryan's persistent smoking contributed to her health decline, which eventually led to her untimely death. Despite her cheerful on-screen presence, her health struggles remind us of the risks associated with smoking. Her story serves as a reminder that even those who appear healthy can face serious consequences due to smoking. Irene Ryan's life and career left a lasting impression on fans, but her health issues highlight the dangerous impact of smoking habits. Her commitment to her craft was evident, yet her health suffered because of her smoking. Irene Ryan passed away earlier than expected because of complications related to her smoking, leaving a void in the world of television comedy. Her story remains a poignant example of how smoking can have a profound effect on health and life. Many fans remember her for her memorable performances, but her health warnings also serve as an important lesson. The dangers of smoking continue to be relevant today, as stories like Irene Ryan's illustrate the importance of quitting and protecting one's health. Her legacy endures through her work on television, even as her life was cut short by health issues linked to her smoking. Irene Ryan's experience is a testament to the risks some actors took in their personal lives, often without realizing the toll it would take. Her life story underscores the importance of awareness and the need to avoid habits that can harm health over time. Many people reflect on her life when discussing health and smoking risks, remembering her contributions and the lessons from her struggle. Irene Ryan's story is a reminder of the importance of caring for health and making safer choices, especially when considering habits like smoking that can be deadly. Her legacy continues to be a cautionary tale about the dangers of smoking, emphasizing the importance of health and well-being. Irene Ryan's life, marked by fame and her personal health battles, remains an essential part of Hollywood history and health awareness stories. Despite his popularity and charm as a singer and comedian, George Formby was known to have a heavy smoking habit that he rarely compromised. Over time, this habit, combined with poor dietary choices, began to take a toll on his health. He developed a gastric ulcer, causing frequent stomach pain and discomfort, and also experienced breathing difficulties, which made his performances and daily life harder to manage. Medical professionals warned him repeatedly about the dangers of smoking and the health risks it posed. However, Formby continued his smoking habits regardless of these warnings, showing a certain disregard for the potential consequences. His persistent smoking reflected not only his personal choices, but also the understanding of health hazards during his time, when awareness about the dangers of tobacco was not as widespread. His lifestyle choices serve as an example of how excessive smoking can lead to serious health problems, affecting even those who appear healthy and successful. Through his story, it becomes clear that smoking can have lasting negative effects, and ignoring medical advice can worsen one's condition over time. His life underscores the importance of paying attention to health warnings and making healthier lifestyle choices. Since this video is titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, it features actors who are known to have had a serious problem with smoking, and John Cazale is included because his career was cut short by lung cancer. Many believe that his heavy chain smoking contributed to his health issues, which led to his untimely death. Despite his talent and recognition for his natural acting style, His health declined quickly as the cancer advanced. He tried different treatments, but nothing could save him from the disease, showing how dangerous smoking can be and the devastating effects it can have on a person's health. Cazale's story highlights not just his acting skills, but also the risks of smoking that many actors have faced over the years. His career was promising, but his health problems ended it far too soon, overshadowing his talent with the tragic reality of smoking-related illness. His passing reminds us all of the importance of making healthier choices and understanding the long-term consequences of smoking habits. Many fans and fellow actors still remember him for his incredible performances, which stand in stark contrast to the short life caused by his smoking. Ultimately, John Cazale's life and career serve as a reminder of the dangers associated with smoking, especially for those in the spotlight where habits can become public knowledge. His story is a sobering example of how something as common as smoking can lead to a tragic end, cutting short a promising career that might have given us many more memorable performances. His contribution to film remains significant, but his life also warns about the hidden costs of cigarettes. His struggle with cancer and the impact of his smoking habits adds a personal and tragic note to his legacy. It is a reminder that behind the fame, many actors face struggles that can affect their health severely, sometimes with fatal results. People continue to talk about his talent and mourn what could have been if he had not been affected so seriously by smoking. His story teaches an important lesson about health and the choices we make, especially for those in the entertainment world who often face stress and habits that can be harmful in the long run. The memory of John Cazale persists not only because of his acting, but also because of what his illness represents, a warning about the dangers of smoking that continues to resonate today. Even though he was known worldwide for his smooth voice and charming presence, many people also remember Frank Sinatra for his smoking habit. He was a heavy smoker and reportedly smoked 2 packs of cigarettes each day. This habit was a big part of his life and helped shape his image as a cool and sophisticated man. Despite the health risks, Sinatra continued to smoke for many years. When he passed away, he was buried with some of his favorite items that symbolized his smoking lifestyle. Inside his casket, there were his favorite bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey, a symbol of his love for the drink, and a pack of Camel cigarettes, the brand he favored. He was also buried with his trusted Zippo lighter, a simple but iconic accessory that he often used. These items give a glimpse into his personal life and reveal how much smoking and drinking were part of his identity. Over the years, many stories and images have shown Sinatra enjoying a cigarette or a drink, emphasizing his reputation as a man of style and indulgence. His smoking habits remain a notable part of his legacy, reminding fans of his famous coolness, despite the risks he took for it. Even after his death, people remember him not only for his talent, but also for his distinctive lifestyle that included his love of cigarettes, whiskey, and the classic accessories he carried. His image as a Hollywood legend and a true icon is forever linked to these symbols of his personality. Despite quitting smoking himself, John Astin, who is best known for playing Gomez Addams, brought a unique touch to the character by incorporating his own love for cigars into his portrayal. Gomez Addams is famous for his sophisticated and somewhat mysterious persona, and Astin made sure that this was reflected in his appearance and mannerisms. His fondness for cigars was evident on screen, adding an extra layer of charm and authenticity to Gomez's character. Astin's decision to include his personal love for cigars, even after quitting smoking, showed his dedication to making the role as genuine as possible. This small detail helped define Gomez Addams as a stylish and charismatic figure, one who enjoyed life's finer things. His portrayal became iconic, and many viewers remember the character for that distinctive cigar and the classy air he carried. Even though he personally no longer smoked, Astin's ability to blend his own passions into his acting helped create a memorable and beloved character. His commitment to authenticity demonstrated his skill as an actor and his respect for the role. Fans often point out the signature cigar moment as part of Gomez Addams' charm, and Astin's contribution to this detail remains a testament to his talent. Throughout his career, Astin showed how personal touches can make a character more real and relatable, even for a fictional figure like Gomez Addams. His legacy continues because of moments like these, which showcase his creativity and dedication to his craft. Astin's role in bringing Gomez to life remains a classic example of how actors can blend their own experiences into their performances, enriching the story and connecting with audiences. Even now, many people recall his portrayal with fondness, partly because of the iconic cigar he made a part of Gomez Addams. His attention to detail helped make Gomez a timeless character loved by many. Despite his fame as a talented actor and director, Jack Webb was also known for his heavy smoking habit. Throughout his life, he smoked up to 3 packs of cigarettes every day, showing how difficult it was for him to break free from the addiction. His love for smoking was so strong that even with severe asthma, he continued to indulge. Webb's frequent late-night eating of chili dogs and drinking alcohol added to the toll on his body. These habits, combined with his smoking, caused him to age quickly and visibly. His unhealthy lifestyle affected his health badly, leading to premature aging and worsening his asthma symptoms. Webb's story reminds us that smoking is very addictive and can have severe consequences, especially when combined with other unhealthy habits. Despite knowing the risks, he found it hard to quit, showing how strong the urge to smoke can be. His health problems and early aging serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of smoking and poor lifestyle choices. Webb's life highlights the harsh reality of addiction and how it can affect even those who are successful and admired. His story continues to remind others of the importance of taking care of their health and avoiding habits that can harm the body in the long run. Michael Landon's struggle with smoking became infamous during his time on the popular TV series Bonanza. His addiction to cigarettes was so prominent that he earned the nickname Socks, a reference to the constant smell of cigarette smoke that surrounded him. For years, Landon's smoking habit was part of his public image. Despite numerous attempts to quit, it wasn't until 1989 that he finally managed to break free from the addiction. Unfortunately, the long-term damage from his smoking took a heavy toll on his health. Just a couple of years later, in 1991, Michael Landon passed away from pancreatic cancer, a tragic reminder of the harmful effects of smoking. His story stands as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction and the lasting consequences it can have on one's health. On the list titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are. Lucille Ball is featured as a notable figure. She left a lasting impression on entertainment with her talent and personality, but her connection to cigarette advertising also became a significant part of her story. While she was often seen smoking on television and in public, she also faced challenges when it came to her smoking habits. For example, she had disagreements with representatives from Philip Morris, a major cigarette company, yet she found clever ways to keep smoking regardless of these clashes. Her determination to continue her smoking habit showed her strong will and independence. Interestingly, her loyalty was more towards Chesterfield's, a different cigarette brand, rather than Philip Morris. This choice demonstrated her defiance against restrictions and her natural tendency to do things her own way. Despite the criticism many people have about smoking, especially in public figures, Lucille Ball's attitude reflected her fearless nature and her refusal to be controlled. Her story reveals how she balanced her love for smoking with her career, often risking her image in the process. Her legacy includes more than her work in comedy and acting. It also highlights her rebellious spirit when it came to her habits. And so, her name remains a part of this list, reminding us of her bold personality and her unwavering commitment to her preferences. She showed that even in Hollywood, stars could fiercely stand by what they believed in, no matter the rules or expectations. Despite being known worldwide as a member of the legendary band The Beatles, George Harrison faced personal health challenges related to his smoking habit. Throughout his life, Harrison was a heavy smoker, often seen with a cigarette in hand, which he continued for many years. This habit took a toll on his health over time, and as he grew older, the effects became more evident. The damage caused by years of smoking contributed to his declining health and made him more vulnerable to serious illnesses. Ultimately, George Harrison was diagnosed with cancer, a disease that claimed his life. His death was a great loss to the music world, as he was not only a talented musician but also a person with a complex personal life. The connection between his smoking and his health problems highlights how difficult habits can impact a person's life, especially when facing illness. Many fans remember him for his music, his spiritual journey, and his struggles, including his battle with health issues aggravated by smoking. Harrison's story serves as a reminder of the importance of taking care of one's health and the risks associated with long-term smoking. His life and passing continue to be remembered by many who loved his music and his contributions to rock and roll. Despite being known as one of the greatest silent film comedians of all time, Buster Keaton faced serious health challenges later in his life. He was a man who loved to smoke heavily, often seen with a cigar or cigarette in hand, which became a trademark of his public image. Unfortunately, this habit took a toll on his health, and he eventually developed lung cancer. Even as he was fighting this serious disease, Keaton continued to smoke, demonstrating how difficult it was for him to break free from his long-standing addiction. His struggle with lung cancer was a tragic turn in his life, highlighting the harmful effects of smoking, especially for someone so committed to the habit. Keaton's story serves as a reminder of how even those with great talent and success can be vulnerable to health issues caused by habits like smoking. His life was marked not only by his incredible contributions to film and comedy but also by his battle with a disease that was directly linked to his smoking. Keaton's enduring legacy began with his silent films and physical comedy, but his personal health struggles remind us of the dangers that come with persistent smoking, even for those at the height of their fame. His story resonates with many people who struggle to quit smoking despite knowing the risks, and it underscores the importance of health awareness. In the end, Buster Keaton's life was a mix of extraordinary artistic achievement and personal hardship, with his fight against lung cancer being one of the most poignant aspects of his story. His legacy endures not only as a comedy legend, but also as a cautionary tale about the harmful effects of smoking. Meanwhile, Barbara Stanwyck stood out as a Hollywood icon whose fame spanned decades. From her early days in the entertainment industry, she was known for her talent, elegance, and strong screen presence. However, like many in Hollywood during her time, she picked up smoking at a young age, often seen with a cigarette in hand both on and off the set. Her smoking habit was something she maintained throughout her career, and it became a part of her image. Despite her success and popularity, her choice to smoke had a lasting impact on her health. Over the years, she developed health issues related to smoking, which she struggled with up until her passing. Her life story reflects the common pattern of many Hollywood stars who embrace smoking as a symbol of glamour without fully recognizing the serious health risks involved. As she grew older, the toll of her smoking habit became evident through her health battles. Her story serves as a reminder of the dangerous effects of nicotine and the importance of health awareness. Throughout her life, she was admired not only for her acting, but also for her resilience in facing health challenges caused by her smoking. Her legacy remains significant, leaving behind a trail of memorable performances and a cautionary tale about the perils of smoking. With her passing, the world lost a true Hollywood legend who had fought her own personal health battles for many years. Her story continues to resonate as an example of both talent and the consequences of smoking. Despite his popularity as a talented producer and entertainer, Desi Arnaz's life was also marked by his long-standing habit of smoking. Throughout his years in the entertainment industry, he was known to smoke habitually, which eventually took a toll on his health. In 1986, he was diagnosed with lung cancer, a diagnosis that many believe was influenced by his years of smoking. The disease brought significant challenges and physical hardships, but Arnaz faced them bravely. During this difficult time, he found comfort in watching tapes of the television show I Love Lucy, which he had worked on with Lucille Ball. Their partnership and friendship remained strong, and viewing those tapes helped him find some peace amid his suffering. This bond between Arnaz and Ball stayed resilient, symbolizing their shared successes and enduring friendship despite the tragedy that lung cancer brought into Arnaz's life. His story reminds us of the risks associated with smoking and the importance of health awareness, even for those who have achieved great fame. His efforts to find solace in memories and in the familiarity of old tapes served as a testament to the deep connection he shared with Lucille Ball and the strength he showed during his illness. Despite his status as an iconic musician known worldwide for his deep voice and storytelling through music, Johnny Cash faced serious health problems due to his long-term smoking and drug abuse. Throughout his life, Cash was known to struggle with addiction, which affected his health over the years. His smoking habit led to numerous health issues, including problems that required multiple surgeries. He often had to cancel tours and take time off to recover from various health crises caused by his smoking and past drug use. Cash's battles with health showed the toll that his lifestyle took on his body, adding a layer of vulnerability to the legendary figure admired by many. Despite these struggles, he kept making music and performing, inspiring countless fans with his resilience. His story serves as a reminder of how smoking and drug abuse can impact even those with strong talents and fame. Cash's health issues were a frequent challenge, yet he remained a symbol of perseverance in the face of adversity. His battles were well known, revealing a human side behind his tough exterior. His legacy is not only about his music, but also about his ability to endure through personal struggles. Fans continue to remember him for both his musical genius and his courage in fighting health problems caused by his past habits. Cash's life shows how health issues can affect anyone, regardless of their success or fame. His story highlights the importance of taking care of oneself, even when living a life of fame. Through his challenges, Johnny Cash remains a figure of strength and perseverance, inspiring many to face their own struggles. Following that, many people remember Marlene Dietrich as a symbol of timeless elegance and glamour. She was famous for her striking appearance and her sophisticated style, which made her a favorite among audiences around the world. Despite her refined outward image, she was frequently seen holding a cigarette, often adding to her mysterious and alluring persona. Her cigarette was more than just a habit. It became part of her signature style, a subtle detail that enhanced her charisma and presence. Even with the knowledge of the health risks associated with smoking, she continued the habit, which was common among Hollywood stars of her era. Her love for smoking was so noticeable that it became a characteristic trait, contributing to her unforgettable image. Many fans and observers saw her with a cigarette in hand, often capturing her in candid photos or in her film roles. Her association with smoking added to her mystique, making her seem more sophisticated and intriguing. In her time, cigarettes were seen as symbols of elegance and charm, and Marlene Dietrich embodied this image perfectly. Over the years, her image has remained iconic, and her smoking habits are often remembered as part of her glamorous persona. Yet today we understand the dangers of smoking more clearly, but back then, it was frequently seen as stylish and fashionable. Despite the risks, her habit did not diminish her fame or her allure. Instead, it became one of her defining characteristics. Throughout her career, she managed to balance her elegant appearance with a rebellious edge, which her cigarette symbolized, solidifying her place in Hollywood history as a timeless icon of style and mystery. Her image continues to influence many, and her fondness for smoking remains a notable part of her legacy as a glamorous star who was often seen with a cigarette, adding to her captivating presence. Jackie Gleason, a legendary figure in the world of comedy, was not just known for his brilliant humor, but also for his well-documented smoking habit. Throughout his career, Gleason became infamous for consuming up to 5 packs of cigarettes each day. This extreme smoking habit was a part of his larger-than-life personality and extravagant lifestyle. While he captivated audiences with his roles in television and film, especially with his portrayal of the beloved character Ralph Cramden in The Honeymooners, his personal life was marked by indulgence in various vices, including his chain smoking. Gleason's lifestyle reflected the carefree, larger-than-life attitude of many of Hollywood stars during that era. Unfortunately, his excessive smoking took a toll on his health, contributing to his premature death. Despite his remarkable achievements in the entertainment world, his smoking habit became one of the more infamous aspects of his legacy, making him one of the worst smokers in Hollywood history. Despite his fame and talent as a great musician, Nat King Cole was known to be a heavy smoker. He consumed 4 to 5 packs of cigarettes every day, which was quite a lot, and shows how strong his smoking habit was. His smoking was a significant part of his life, and likely influenced his health over the years. Interestingly, his smoking habit contributed to his unique deep crooning voice, which made him stand out in the music world. Many fans loved his smooth and rich singing style, and some believe that his deep voice was partly shaped by his smoking. However, this habit also posed serious health risks, and it is known that smoking can cause various health problems. Despite this, Nat King Cole continued to perform and sing, captivating audiences with his talent. His story reminds us of how habits can influence even those with great success and fame. In Hollywood history, there are many who smoked heavily, and Nat King Cole is often remembered as one of the notable figures among big smokers. His life shows both the charm and danger of smoking, as it helped create his distinctive voice, but also contributed to health issues later on. Many people admire him not just for his music, but also for his resilience despite his habits. Today, his legacy lives on, but his story also serves as a reminder of the risks associated with smoking. His influence on music remains strong, and his deep voice is still celebrated. The tale of Nat King Cole is a blend of his extraordinary talent and the habits he carried, which played a role in shaping his musical identity. Fans continue to remember him and his beautiful voice, even as they reflect on the choices he made. His story fits into the larger history of Hollywood, where smoking was very common among celebrities and often seen as part of the glamorous lifestyle. Yet, behind the scenes, many of these stars faced health problems related to their smoking. Nat King Cole's life is an example of how a habit can become intertwined with a person's identity, especially in an industry where appearances and image are important. Despite the health risks, his story remains inspiring in many ways, showing how a person's talents can shine regardless of personal struggles or habits. His music continues to be enjoyed by new generations, keeping his memory alive and providing a glimpse into both his genius and his personal struggles. Overall, his life story encapsulates how smoking was a significant part of Hollywood history, and in his case, it added both character and challenge to his lasting legacy. Despite his success as a talented actor and comedian, Redd Foxx was well known for his distinctive husky voice that added charm and humor to his performances. However, this voice was not without a cost. He faced significant health issues that were likely linked to his long-term smoking habit. Many believe that his constant smoking played a role in weakening his health over the years, and may have contributed to the heart attack that ultimately ended his life. His story reminds us how smoking can have serious consequences, especially for those in the entertainment industry who often faced intense stress and social pressure. Redd Foxx's experience is a reflection of how smoking can silently deteriorate one's health, even for those who seem vigorous and full of life. His health struggles serve as a cautionary tale, showing that the choice to smoke can lead to devastating outcomes, including life-threatening events like heart attacks. Yet, despite these issues, he remains remembered for his impact on comedy and entertainment. His life story emphasizes the importance of taking care of one's health, especially if habits like smoking can threaten longevity and well-being. Redd Foxx's legacy includes not only his humor, but also a reminder about the dangers of smoking. His story continues to be a warning to many about the risks associated with tobacco use, encouraging others to consider healthier choices. His life ended prematurely, and it is widely thought that his smoking habits may have played a part in his health decline. Ultimately, Redd Foxx's experience highlights the lasting effects smoking can have on the body, and the importance of prioritizing health over harmful habits. Despite his reputation as a highly innovative and influential musician, Frank Zappa's life was also marked by personal struggles. Known for pushing musical boundaries and creating a vast catalog of albums that combined rock, jazz, classical, and experimental sounds, Zappa was a true creative force. However, beneath this artistic success, he faced health issues that significantly affected him. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer, a serious illness that he battled privately. During this time, he was also a chronic chain smoker, a habit that many believe played a role in exacerbating his health problems. The combination of his intense smoking and the stress of his illness made his condition more difficult to manage. Despite his illness, Zappa continued to work hard and create music almost until the end of his life. His dedication to his art was remarkable, but his smoking habit is often remembered as part of his complex persona. Sadly, his addiction to cigarettes and the prolonged fight with prostate cancer contributed to his early death. His life story reminds many of the dangerous effects of smoking, especially when combined with other health risks. His legacy as a talented artist remains influential, but his battle with health issues is also a part of his story. Many fans and health experts look back on his life as a warning about the risks of smoking and neglecting health. Zappa's story is a mix of artistic brilliance and personal challenges, highlighting the importance of taking care of one's health while pursuing passions. His untimely death is often linked to the habits that he struggled with, emphasizing how lifestyle choices can impact even the most creative and vibrant lives. Despite his passing, his music continues to inspire new generations, and his battle with illness remains a poignant part of his history. Many remember him not only for his groundbreaking music, but also for the lessons his life teaches about health, habits, and perseverance. His story encourages others to pay attention to their health, and to be mindful of habits that can have serious consequences. Ultimately, Frank Zappa's life serves as a compelling reminder of the complex relationship between creativity, health, and personal choices. Although the focus of this video is on the 50 worst smokers in Hollywood history, it highlights the case of Joni Mitchell, a renowned singer-songwriter who has a long history of smoking that began when she was young. Her lifelong smoking habit reflects the changing views and attitudes toward tobacco over the years. When she started smoking, it was more socially acceptable, and many young people did not fully grasp the health risks involved. Despite growing awareness of the dangers of smoking, Mitchell continued to struggle with her addiction throughout her life. This ongoing habit made it difficult for her to quit, even as health concerns increased, showing how nicotine addiction can be very powerful and challenging to break. Her smoking intertwined with her artistic journey in many ways, perhaps influencing her creativity or serving as a personal comfort during her career's ups and downs. The challenges she faced with quitting highlight how addiction can become deeply rooted in a person's life, especially when combined with the stresses and pressures of an artistic career. Her story underscores that overcoming nicotine addiction is never easy, no matter who you are, and that it can persist despite efforts to stop. This example from her life fits into the larger context of Hollywood's history of smoking, illustrating how even talented, well-known individuals can be caught in the grip of nicotine. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of health awareness and the difficulties faced by many in trying to leave smoking behind. The intersection of her personal habits and her artistic path reveals a complex relationship with addiction that many find relatable. Despite these struggles, Joni Mitchell's legacy remains influential, and her talent continues to resonate worldwide, even with her history of smoking hanging in the background. Her story reminds us of the power of addiction and the ongoing fight many face to stay away from cigarettes, regardless of fame or success. Since the title of the video is about the 50 worst smokers in Hollywood history, it is important to understand Rudolph Valentino's connection to smoking and his image. Rudolph Valentino was a major sex symbol during the 1920s, a time when Hollywood stars were often admired for their looks and charisma. He gained fame for his charm, good looks, and especially his seductive image, which captivated audiences across the world. Many pictures of Valentino show him with a cigarette in hand, and this was part of his mystique and allure. His smoking became a signature part of his style, helping to create an image of suave sophistication and daring appeal. During that era, smoking was often associated with glamour, rebellion, and charisma, and Valentino embodied many of these qualities. His seductive persona combined with the act of smoking made him even more attractive to his fans, who admired his confident and alluring presence. Over time, this combination of charm and cigarettes contributed to his lasting popularity, but also placed him among the stars who popularized tobacco use in Hollywood. Today, many look back at figures like Valentino and recognize how their smoking habits influenced their image and possibly inspired others. Nevertheless, in the context of health, smoking has many risks, and looking at Valentino's image today might remind us of how Hollywood stars once embraced smoking as part of their style. Despite these habits, Rudolph Valentino remains a timeless icon, remembered for his striking appearance and magnetic personality that defined an entire era of Hollywood history. Despite his fame as an actor, Raul Julia was known for his love of cigars. He often enjoyed smoking cigars every day, finding comfort and pleasure in the ritual. For Raul Julia, smoking cigars was more than a habit. It was a way to relax and create memories. Playing Gomez Addams on screen, he brought a charming and lively presence to the character, but outside of his acting career, he cherished his cigar moments. These daily routines became a part of his life, giving him a sense of joy and nostalgia. Many who knew him remember his fondness for cigars and how it added to his personality. His love of cigars was well known and often discussed among fans and friends. Even though smoking has health risks, Raul Julia found happiness in his cigars and enjoyed the simple pleasures they brought to his life. His passion for cigars reflects a personal side of him beyond his famous roles, showing that he appreciated the small things that brought him pleasure. As a beloved actor, Raul Julia's fondness for cigars remains a notable part of his story that fans remember. His enjoyment of cigars was a significant part of his daily routine and personal expression, shaping how many saw him beyond his acting talents. Overall, his love for cigars adds to the picture of a man who appreciated life's simple pleasures and created lasting memories with them. Since her rise to fame, Audrey Meadows was best known for her role in the classic television show The Honeymooners, where she brought warmth and humor to her character, Alice Cramden. Despite her cheerful on-screen persona, she faced serious health challenges off-screen. Over the years, it became clear that her smoking habit had taken a toll on her health, leading to a battle with lung cancer. Like many others in Hollywood, she struggled with the effects of her smoking, which ultimately contributed to her illness. Faced with the severity of her condition, Audrey Meadows made the difficult choice to forego aggressive treatments that might have extended her life, but also brought significant discomfort and side effects. Instead, She opted for palliative care, focusing on comfort and quality of life in her final days. Her story is a reminder of how smoking can have long-lasting and devastating impacts on health, especially for those in the public eye who often start smoking at a young age due to social pressures or stress. Despite her health struggles, her legacy continues through her contributions to television and the memories she left with her fans. Her life also highlights the ongoing importance of awareness about the dangers of smoking and its role in serious illnesses like lung cancer. Though she faced immense challenges, Audrey Meadows remains a beloved figure for her talent and her courage in confronting her illness. Her story is a reflection on the risks of smoking and the difficult choices many face when dealing with illness. It also serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of health and the impact of habits that can threaten well-being over time. Because of his role in The Three Stooges, Mo Howard became a well-known comedian and actor, but his life was also marked by a serious health issue caused by his lifestyle choices. Over many years, Mo Howard smoked heavily, which eventually led to a tragic health consequence. Sadly, he died from lung cancer, a disease often linked to long-term smoking. His death brought attention to the dangers of smoking, especially for people who develop habits early in life and continue them for many years. Mo Howard's story is a reminder of the real risks involved in smoking, even for someone famous and successful in entertainment. His passing from lung cancer emphasizes how smoking can damage the lungs and other parts of the body, leading to serious illness and death. Despite his career success, Mo Howard's health was ultimately affected by his lifelong smoking habit. His story has been included in discussions about health risks and the importance of quitting smoking before it's too late. People who remember him often reflect on his comedy and his contributions to film and television, but his death also serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds everyone that choices made over many years can catch up with them, and that health issues like lung cancer can have the most heartbreaking consequences. Mo Howard's life and death continue to be discussed in the context of how smoking harms even those who seem invincible. His story is a clear example of how smoking habits can overshadow even the brightest careers and cause lifelong health problems. His death highlights why stopping smoking early is crucial to prevent suffering and loss. The spotlight on Mo Howard's final years reinforces the importance of health awareness and making healthier choices for the future. His legacy remains not only for his comedy, but also as a warning about the dangers of smoking. Many remember him for his humor, but his death from lung cancer reminds us of how destructive smoking can be. It is a story that encourages others to rethink their habits and prioritize their health to avoid similar tragedies. Mo Howard's life is a reminder of the costs of smoking and the importance of taking care of one's health before it is too late. Johnny Carson, known for being the beloved and iconic host of The Tonight Show, was also known for his open discussions about his smoking habit. Throughout his career, he did not shy away from revealing that he was a heavy smoker and often talked about how it affected his health and life. Despite the popularity and success he enjoyed, Carson admitted to feeling guilty about smoking and recognized the harm it caused him. He was aware of the dangers, but found it difficult to quit, even contemplating extreme measures to break free from his smoking addiction. His honesty about his struggles made him more relatable to many viewers who also face challenges with quitting smoking. Carson's openness about his habit and guilt showed that even those who are highly successful and admired can have personal battles that are hard to overcome. Over time, he expressed a desire to quit and worked to reduce his smoking, knowing the health risks involved. His candidness served as a reminder of the struggles many smokers face, and his efforts to fight the addiction demonstrated his determination to improve his health. Despite the difficulties, he continued to be a respected figure in entertainment and remained a symbol of perseverance. His story highlights how addiction can affect anyone, regardless of fame or status, and how honesty about personal struggles can inspire others. Carson's experience with smoking remains a significant part of his legacy, showing that even the most confident and successful individuals sometimes battle their own habits and regrets. Despite his talent as a composer, pianist, and actor, Oscar Levant's life was marked by his struggles with smoking and drug use. Known for his sharp wit and unique personality, Levant's heavy smoking habit was something he openly acknowledged and was often seen doing throughout his career. His reliance on pharmaceutical drugs was also well documented, which added to the toll on his health. Sadly, all these factors contributed to his early demise when he suffered a fatal heart attack. His death served as a stark reminder of the dangers associated with a lifestyle that includes excessive smoking and drug use. Levant's life story highlights how these habits can take a serious toll on physical health, especially over many years. His passing shocked many fans and colleagues who admired his talent but were unaware of his personal health struggles. The combination of smoking and medication use underscores the importance of health awareness and moderation. Levant's life story continues to remind people of the risks associated with such habits, making his story a cautionary tale for those who might follow similar lifestyles. His legacy as an artist remains, but his death also prompts reflection on the importance of taking care of one's health before it's too late. His story is a clear example of how lifestyle choices can dramatically affect longevity and quality of life. Levant's passing from a heart attack was a direct consequence of his lifestyle, emphasizing the serious health risks that come with heavy smoking and drug use. Many remember him for his incredible talent and quick mind, but his life also warns about the dangers of unhealthy habits. His death reminded everyone that health should never be overlooked, no matter how successful or talented a person might be. His story continues to stand as a reminder of the importance of moderation and awareness in living a healthy life. His life and death serve as a testament to how lifestyle choices impact overall well-being, making his story relevant even today. His legacy endures, often sparking conversations about health risks and personal habits that can lead to serious health issues. Despite the fame and talent, his life was a reminder of the importance of healthy living. Over time, many have reflected on the lessons from his life, understanding how smoking and drug use can lead to early health decline or death. Levant's story remains a powerful example for those concerned about their health and lifestyle habits. The final reminder is clear. Habits like heavy smoking and drug dependence can have devastating consequences, as shown by Oscar Levant's untimely passing from a heart attack. While the video titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are lists many celebrities for their smoking habits. Sammy Davis Jr.'s name is often mentioned because of his heavy smoking and the serious health problems it caused him. Davis was known for his talent as a singer, dancer, and actor, but he also struggled with his health due to his smoking. The habit of smoking heavily for many years led to him developing a malignant throat tumor. This was a very dangerous condition that affected his overall health and his ability to perform. Facing this serious illness, Davis chose to undergo radiation therapy in an effort to save his voice and continue his career. However, despite these treatments, his cancer came back. The recurrence of his throat cancer was a devastating blow and made his health decline even further. Eventually, he had to have his larynx, or voice box, removed. This procedure meant he could no longer speak using his voice and marked the end of his singing career. Unfortunately, the health issues caused by his smoking and cancer led to his untimely death. Davis's story is a reminder of how dangerous heavy smoking can be and the serious health risks it poses. His life and career were deeply impacted by his health problems, which serve as a cautionary tale for many. His experience shows how smoking can directly threaten life and career and emphasizes the importance of health awareness. Davis' story remains a remarkable example of talent fighting through health difficulties, yet it also highlights the devastating toll smoking can take on a person's life. While many remember Walt Disney as a creative genius who brought joy and magic to millions through his films and theme parks, behind the scenes and in his personal life, he faced a serious health issue. Despite his success and the happiness he created for others, Walt Disney was known to have a heavy smoking habit. His smoking was so intense that it eventually contributed to his tragic death from lung cancer. The fact that he smoked heavily is significant because it shows how habits can have very serious consequences, even for someone who seems to have everything. The Walt Disney Company, aware of the negative impact of smoking images, made efforts to protect Disney's image by going as far as digitally retouching photographs to remove cigarettes from his hands. This action indicates how much they wanted to keep his legacy clean and avoid association with smoking, especially since smoking was once common and accepted. Over time, Disney's team worked to minimize the connection between Disney and smoking, knowing that promoting a family-friendly image was more important than highlighting his personal struggles. This effort to hide his smoking habits in pictures reflects the company's desire to promote a wholesome image for Walt Disney and his creations, even if it meant altering historical photographs. These actions remind us how companies and individuals may choose to shape their stories and images to suit societal values or protect their reputations. Despite these efforts, his smoking habits remain a part of his story, illustrating how personal choices can have lasting effects on health, and how history can sometimes be modified to align with public image concerns. His story is a reminder of the toll that heavy smoking can take, and how it can overshadow even the most successful lives. Despite her success as an actress, Amanda Blake's life was deeply affected by her long-standing smoking habit. Over more than 30 years, she smoked 2 to 3 packs of cigarettes each day, a routine that eventually took a heavy toll on her health. Her dedication to smoking showed how difficult it can be to break a habit, even for those in the spotlight. Unfortunately, the consequences of her addiction became clear when she was diagnosed with oral cancer, a disease linked directly to her years of smoking. After undergoing surgery to treat the cancer, Blake became an advocate for health awareness. She used her own experience to warn others about the dangers of smoking and the serious health risks it poses. Her efforts helped bring attention to the importance of warning labels on cigarette packages, aiming to discourage others from following the same destructive path. Blake's story highlights how smoking can change lives dramatically and underscores the vital role of education in preventing disease. Her journey from a smoker to a health advocate shows she wanted to make a difference by sharing her painful experience. Through her testimony, she emphasized that warning labels are necessary tools that save lives by making smokers think twice before lighting up. Her story remains a reminder of the power of personal experience in raising awareness and encouraging healthier choices. Despite his reputation for playing many different types of characters, Burgess Meredith had a notable experience related to smoking. He was known for his versatility in roles, but he made a significant personal change after a frightening nightmare that convinced him to quit smoking altogether. This decision was part of his effort to improve his health and avoid risks associated with smoking, which he found very disturbing and frightening. However, his commitment to quitting was tested when his characters on screen or in the story required him to smoke. Acting often forced him to reprise scenes that involved smoking cigarettes, which made the process challenging for him because he no longer smoked in real life. This created an interesting contrast between his personal choice and the requirements of his work, leading to some difficulties in portraying these roles convincingly while staying true to his decision. Nonetheless, Burgess Meredith remained dedicated to his conviction, even though it sometimes made his acting jobs more complicated. His experience reflects the struggle that can come from balancing personal health decisions with the demands of acting in Hollywood, especially when smoking is woven into the script or character development. Despite these challenges, he continued to perform with professionalism, showing a strong commitment to his craft and his health. His story highlights how personal choices can influence professional work, especially in a place where smoking has long been a common part of many roles. Meredith's journey from a smoker to a non-smoker, even while working in Hollywood, is a testament to his dedication and the personal challenges faced by actors who decide to change their habits for health reasons. His experience remains a notable example of the tension between personal health and professional needs within the entertainment industry. Although Jerry Lewis was known worldwide as a great comedian, actor, writer, and director, his health was often at risk due to his lifestyle. Over the years, he struggled with heart failure, which many believed was connected to his habits. Lewis was known to have smoked for many years, and this habit, along with alcohol use, contributed to his health problems. Despite his talent and success, his lifestyle choices took a toll on his body, leading to serious health issues later in life. His commitment to entertaining audiences sometimes overshadowed his personal health, but in the end, the effects of his smoking and alcohol consumption played a significant role in his health decline. Lewis's story reminds us that even famous entertainers face challenges from their lifestyle choices. His life story includes moments of incredible success, as well as struggles with health, that highlight the dangers of smoking, alcohol, and neglecting other health factors. Although he was beloved for his comedic talent, his health issues serve as a reminder of the importance of taking care of one's body. Despite these struggles, Jerry Lewis's legacy as a multi-talented entertainer remains strong, but his battles with heart failure remind us of the risks associated with certain lifestyle habits. His story is a clear example of how habits like smoking and drinking can impact health over time, even for those who seem invincible on stage. In the end, Jerry Lewis's life offers both entertainment and a lesson about the importance of healthy choices. Since the video titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are aims to highlight some of the most notable cases. David Jansen is prominently included among those with detrimental habits. Known for his roles in popular television series and movies, Jansen's career was marked not only by his acting talent, but also by his personal struggles with smoking and heavy drinking. These habits, unfortunately, had severe consequences on his health. His excessive smoking and alcohol consumption played a significant role in his untimely death, when he suffered a heart attack at the age of 48. Medical examinations after his death showed that his lungs and mouth had sustained serious damage, a clear sign of the toll that his smoking had taken over the years. The damage was so extensive that it underscored the dangerous effects of tobacco and alcohol on the body, especially when habits are heavy and prolonged. His story serves as a cautionary tale for many, reminding the audience that even those who seem successful and popular can face tragic outcomes due to unhealthy lifestyles. Jansen's life and death highlight the importance of health awareness and moderation, especially in a profession that often emphasizes image and personal habits. His experience illustrates how smoking and drinking are linked to life-threatening illnesses, and emphasizes why many health experts continue to warn against the dangers of these behaviors. The public's awareness of his story helps reinforce the message that taking care of one's health is vital, regardless of fame or status. Jansen's legacy, therefore, is not just of a talented actor, but also of someone whose life exemplifies the stark realities of addiction-related health issues. His story remains a reminder to avoid the dangerous temptations that can lead to tragic consequences, illustrating how the choices made in youth can profoundly impact the future. It is a stark warning about the price that can be paid for smoking and alcohol abuse. His post-mortem examination clearly showed the extent of the damage, making a powerful statement about the harmful effects of these habits and the importance of leading a healthier life. Jansen's life and death continue to serve as an example of why health awareness and early intervention are so important, inspiring many to consider their own lifestyle choices carefully. His story is a testament to the devastating impact that smoking and drinking can have on even the most successful individuals, forever embedded in the history of Hollywood as a cautionary tale. Despite her fame and success, Kathleen Turner was known for her bold and unapologetic personality. She openly indulged in smoking, drinking, and swearing, which set her apart from many other actresses of her time. Turner was not afraid to show her true self, and often expressed her enjoyment of life's pleasures openly. Although she enjoyed sex, she also craved meaningful connections that went beyond physical attraction, seeking relationships that offered depth and emotional intrigue. Her brief fling with a younger man demonstrated her desire for relationships that involved more than just passion. She valued connection and complexity in her personal life. Turner's confidence was a defining trait, allowing her to be herself without concern for others' opinions. Her fearless attitude and genuine nature helped shape her persona both on and off the screen, making her a memorable figure in Hollywood history. Her willingness to embrace her boldness and live authentically left a lasting impression on many who admired her style and attitude. Her story serves as an example of someone who stayed true to herself despite the expectations of the industry and society, showing that confidence and honesty can be powerful. Kathleen Turner's life and career continue to reflect her unapologetic nature and her capacity to be genuine in every aspect of her personality. Since the video titled 50 Worst Smokers in Hollywood History, here they are features Bing Crosby, it appears to highlight his unique relationship with smoking. Bing Crosby was a renowned singer, an actor known for his warm, smooth voice that charmed audiences around the world. His singing talent earned him fame and respect in the entertainment industry, and he was celebrated for his relaxed style and easygoing personality. However, Crosby also had a notable habit of smoking, which was common during his era. Initially, he was known for smoking cigarettes, a habit many men had at that time. Yet, despite his personal enjoyment of smoking, Crosby made a change in his smoking habits to respect his mother's feelings. He switched from cigarettes to pipe smoking. This transition was motivated by his mother's dislike of cigarettes, and her preference for him to smoke a less harmful or less visible form of smoking. As a result, Crosby became known for smoking a pipe instead, which he believed was a better choice both for his health and to please his mother. This change reflects his willingness to adapt his habits out of love and respect for his family. Even with his switch to pipe smoking, Crosby's love for tobacco remained, and his smoking became part of his public image in a different form. The image of Crosby, with his signature smooth voice and his pipe, remains a memorable part of his legacy. His story shows how personal choices and family influence can affect even well-known habits like smoking. Despite the health risks associated with both cigarettes and pipes, Crosby's decision to switch was a sign of his caring nature and his desire to maintain good relationships with his loved ones. His smoking habits, intertwined with his career and personal life, continue to be part of how people remember him today. As viewers reflect on the list of Hollywood's worst smokers, Crosby's story stands out for the reasons behind his switch and the affection he had for his mother. His example also reminds us how personal and sometimes complicated the choices about smoking can be, especially when loved ones are involved. Crosby's name remains synonymous with a smooth voice and a distinctive smoke pipe habit, making him a memorable figure in Hollywood history. Despite his fame and the image of toughness often associated with rock stars, Keith Richards has a long history of smoking that spans several decades. Starting from his teenage years, Richards developed a strong smoking habit that lasted through his entire career as a musician. Over time, his cigarette consumption grew significantly, and it is estimated that he smoked over 730,000 cigarettes, showcasing a deep-rooted addiction that was difficult to shake. Recognizing the health risks and desire to change, Richards decided to quit smoking at one point in his life. He used nicotine patches to help him stop, a common method to ease withdrawal symptoms and reduce cravings. However, even after quitting cigarettes, Richards found it hard to completely abandon other vices. In particular, he continued to indulge in alcohol occasionally, which remained a part of his lifestyle. His journey highlights the challenges many face when trying to overcome addictive behaviors, as quitting one vice often does not mean eliminating all habits overnight. Richard's experience reflects a gradual journey toward reducing harmful habits, while coping with the difficulty of breaking long-standing routines. His story serves as a reminder that overcoming addiction can be a slow and ongoing process shaped by personal struggles and the complexity of human habits. Despite these battles, Richard's efforts to improve his health show his awareness and willingness to change, even if only partially. His life illustrates the natural struggle to confront and control addictive behaviors that many people experience across different walks of life. Although William Tallman was a well-known actor, his lifelong smoking habit overshadowed his career and personal life. Despite the growing knowledge about health risks associated with smoking, Tallman continued to smoke for many years. His addiction was so strong that even when he was diagnosed with lung cancer, he did not stop smoking immediately. Instead, he faced his illness with a certain acceptance, knowing that smoking had played a big role in his health problems. Towards the end of his life, Tallman decided to make a change and did something that surprised many of his fans. He participated in an anti-smoking public service announcement to warn others about the dangers of smoking. In this PSA, Tallman expressed a deep desire to leave a healthier world for his children and future generations. His involvement in such efforts showed that he understood how harmful smoking could be and wanted to use his experience to educate others. Despite his personal struggles, Tallman's story became a reminder of how dangerous smoking is and the importance of quitting before it's too late. His life reflected the tragic effects of addiction and the hope that awareness and effort can lead to better health. Tallman's journey from smoker to advocate left a lasting impression and served as a warning to many. Later, it is important to recognize that Groucho Marx, beyond his comedic genius, became synonymous with cigar smoking, which became inseparable from his image. As a prominent figure in Hollywood, he was well known for always smoking a cigar, which added to his distinctive look and personality. This habit became part of his public persona, making him easily recognizable and memorable. Many pictures and scenes featuring Groucho often show him with a cigar in hand, and it became a symbol of his style and attitude. Over time, his love for cigars contributed to his charm and comedy, reinforcing his unique character. His endorsement of smoking also reflected the era he lived in when cigars and cigarettes were seen as symbols of sophistication and status. Despite health concerns about smoking, Groucho's image remained strongly tied to cigars, and it helped cement his place in Hollywood history. This association with cigar smoking is one of the reasons why many fans still remember him today. His cigar was more than just a prop. It was a key part of his identity that distinguished him from others and left a lasting impression on audiences around the world. Later in life, Al Lewis became well known for his role as Grandpa on the television show The Munsters. Despite his fame and cheerful appearance, he had a notable smoking habit that lasted many years. He enjoyed smoking cheap cigars, a choice many people might overlook, But for him, it was a part of his personality. His love for these inexpensive cigars was so strong that he continued to smoke them until the very end of his life. Although smoking is generally seen as harmful to health, Lewis appeared to accept that risk, and his habit became a recognizable part of who he was. People who watched him on television or met him in person would often remember his distinctive cigars. His fondness for these affordable cigars reflected a simple pleasure that he held on to for many years. Despite the health warnings associated with smoking, he never tried to hide his enjoyment of cigars made from cheap tobacco. His habit was something he kept until his passing, showing that his love for cigars was a defining aspect of his character. This detail adds to the image of Al Lewis as a colorful and memorable figure, both on screen and in real life. Many fans and observers remember his commitment to his favorite cigars long after he was gone. His dedication to this habit demonstrated that sometimes small pleasures can become a lasting part of a person's identity. Lewis's life and habits continue to be discussed because of the way he stayed true to himself, even in the face of health concerns. His story reminds us of a time when enjoying simple, inexpensive pleasures was part of everyday life for many people in Hollywood. His image as Grandpa with his cigars remains a memorable part of his legacy, showing how a small habit can leave a lasting impression. Despite being known for his roles in many movies and TV shows, Charles Lane had a personal struggle with smoking. He was a teetotaler, meaning he did not drink alcohol, but he was addicted to cigarettes. For over 70 years, Lane smoked a pack of cigarettes every day. This long habit took a toll on his health, and eventually, his breathing became difficult tenant. Even though he knew smoking was very harmful and could cause serious health problems, he found it hard to quit. However, in a surprising turn of events, Lane decided to stop smoking. He managed to quit just 45 minutes before he was hospitalized for the last time. This quick decision showed his strong willpower and desire to improve his health. His final moments reflected his deep conviction to break the smoking habit, despite all the risks he knew about. In many ways, Charles Lane's story is a reminder that it's never too late to try to make healthier choices, even after many years of a bad habit. His life shows courage and determination in facing serious health challenges. Even in his final days, Lane proved that he was willing to fight against the odds and take control of his health, ending his long-standing smoking journey with a hopeful decision. Despite her fame and talent, Bette Davis was well known for her heavy smoking habit, which she maintained consistently throughout her life. She smoked an average of around 4 packs of cigarettes each day, a routine that became an integral part of her daily life and her performances on screen. Her love for smoking was so strong that it seemed to defy the health risks commonly associated with such a habit. Even as she grew older and faced various health issues, Davis continued to smoke heavily, demonstrating her deep attachment to the habit. Her addiction persisted right up until she was 81 years old, when she eventually passed away. Her lifelong cigarette use left a mark not only on her health, but also on her reputation, highlighting her formidable and unbreakable relationship with smoking. Despite the known dangers, she remained loyal to her habit, showing how deeply it was embedded in her personality and lifestyle. Her story reminds many of the intense connections some actors have with smoking, even when it poses serious health threats, and her enduring addiction is a testament to her unwavering character. Her legacy, therefore, includes her fiery performances on screen and her equally fiery and persistent relationship with cigarettes that lasted decades. Later in life, Julie London became known for her heavy smoking habit, which she started at a young age of 16. As the years went on, her smoking took a heavy toll on her health, causing serious complications. These problems eventually led to her suffering a stroke, which severely impacted her physical well-being. Not long after, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, a disease strongly connected to long-term smoking. Despite her suffering from these health issues, London's weakened condition made it difficult, or even impossible, for her to seek or undergo treatment. Her story serves as a reminder of how harmful smoking can be, especially when started early and carried on over many years. Her health decline shows the devastating effects tobacco can have, not only on the lungs but also on overall health and quality of life. Julie London's life was deeply affected by her smoking habits, and her struggle highlights the serious dangers associated with long-term tobacco use. Her experience emphasizes the importance of awareness about the health risks of smoking, especially for those who start young and continue for many years. Her story is a cautionary tale for many, illustrating how smoking can lead to life-altering health issues and the difficulty of fighting those effects once they take hold. Despite his charming exterior and fame, Patrick Swayze faced deep personal struggles that were hidden from most people. Known widely as a talented actor who appeared in memorable movies, he also had a darker side that many did not see. He struggled with heavy smoking and drinking, which were not just habits, but signs of his inner pain and self-destructive tendencies. These habits reflected an ongoing battle within him, as Swayze used smoking and alcohol to cope with stress and emotional turmoil. His addictive personality made it difficult for him to fully escape these vices, even as his career soared and he became a beloved star. His inner struggles often mirrored his external success, creating a complex image of a man dealing with personal demons while maintaining a charming and confident appearance. Despite his efforts to stay strong, his battles with addiction remained a constant challenge. He sometimes self-sabotaged, as his habits made it harder to stay healthy and continue working at his best. These struggles added a layer of vulnerability to his public persona, reminding everyone that even those who seem invincible can be fighting private wars. Patrick Swayze's story is a reminder of the human side behind fame and success, where personal pain can influence a person's choices and life path. Despite his comedic talent and unique appearance, Marty Feldman is remembered for more than just his performances on screen. He was known to have a very heavy smoking habit, reportedly smoking 5 packs of cigarettes every day. This intense smoking routine was a significant part of his lifestyle and, according to medical insights, likely played a role in his early death. At the age of just 48, Marty Feldman suffered a heart attack, which many believe was partly caused by his smoking addiction. His reliance on cigarettes was quite extreme, and it is widely accepted that such a habit can severely damage the heart and lungs over time. In addition to smoking, he also consumed a large amount of coffee daily, which might have worsened his health problems. The combination of smoking and high caffeine intake could have stressed his heart even more, ultimately leading to his untimely passing. His story serves as a reminder of how dangerous excessive smoking is, especially when combined with other unhealthy habits. Marty Feldman's life and his struggles with health underscore the importance of avoiding such habits to maintain long-term well-being. His story remains a cautionary tale about the risks associated with smoking and unhealthy lifestyles that many people continue to overlook.